Hi everyone, and welcome to a new season of The Crows Show, brought to you by Chemist Warehouse. I'm Mark Pickley.
And I'm Alana Smith, and together we'll take you behind the scenes of the Adelaide Football Club, providing exclusive access to the players, coaches and staff as they strive for success in 2017.
Of course, since our last show, we've all followed the exciting debut of our women's team in the inaugural AFLW competition.
Yes, and the men kick off their season in just over 3 hours, and we wish them well against the Giants.
Coming up in today's show, the skipper talks about his expectations for 2017.
And the comeback that holds huge promise.
But first, Don Pyke begins his second season as senior coach with high expectation among Crows fans that the club can go much deeper into the finals than last year. We caught up with Don to review the pre-season and discuss the challenges that lie ahead.
All right, real simple focus. This stuff we've been working on over pre-season. Okay, nothing new here you haven't seen.
I think last year there was an introduction of sort of more of a slight change to the style of play. Certainly some of the principles about how we go about either moving the ball or defending. And we built those into the side through last season, and we fortunately had some success doing that.
Seedsman could go all the way home, sinks the slipper, and that's out of here.
I think winning creates a habit, and clarity for you guys of what creates it.
There's a good foundation to build on, and it's a matter of now building on that foundation, given that we've got majority of our squad have had a year, of coaching, if you like, from myself and the other coaches in that style, and now tweaking things and adding to things as we need to. We've worked hard through the summer. We get ready here just in the shadows of the start of the year and ready to go, so it's an exciting time. There's a few guys that have had really good pre-seasons, and some guys who were in the team last year, and some guys from outside the team. So inside the side, probably a guy like Rory Atkins has had a really good off-season, because often what happens is the guys have had good pre-seasons. There's no surprise they actually start playing well when the pre-season games and the season come around.
So we've got this opportunity for us to establish clearly what creates this. Because this, if we apply these things and we enjoy what happens out on the ground, and we enjoy the opportunity we've got, it builds habits. And the habits is what creates winning. And then guys who were outside the side last year, in Andy Otten, who's now had a full pre-season, his first time in 2 years, and Kurtley Hampton the same. You see improvement of those guys. There's no real secret in this business. The capacity to actually train, stay out there, train hard, be durable, allows you to build confidence, understanding of how we want to play, and continuity, which are the three keys, if you like, towards having a good season. So it's a great time of the year. We've done all the work. We're here, first game, enjoy.
You'll recall the Crows finished the home and away season last year in 5th place with a 16-6 win-loss record. Now for a look at the lighter side of football life with club funny man Brodie Smith. Thanks to Revolution Roofing, he takes great delight in putting teammates in the hot seat. Let's start with Rory Atkins.
Welcome to the Victory Veranda's hot seat. I've got 60 seconds to grill my teammates. This week we've got Rory Atkins. All right, the Rat. Hometown.
Essendon.
AFL club growing up.
Didn't follow on.
Didn't follow on?
No.
Okay, favourite player?
You.
Growing up?
Growing up, Adam Goods.
Which player at the club thinks they are the funniest?
You.
Who is the funniest?
Me.
If you could be a professional at any sport, which would it be, besides football?
Probably Lionel Messi.
That's not a sport.
Oh, what did you say? I thought you said player.
Any sport, so soccer.
Basketball.
Any pets?
I have a dog.
Yeah. Do they have Instagram?
No. Yes.
Who would you least like to sit next to on a plane?
You.
Bright or black boots?
Bright.
Socks up or down?
Medium.
Best nickname at the club?
Rat.
There goes my next question. Your nickname and why?
Rat.
Because?
I'm a rat.
Alright, if you could be anyone else in the world, who would it be? Me?
Nah, going on from earlier, I'd say Lionel Messi. He's pretty good.
Thanks for joining us, Rat.
Thanks, mate.
Rory has certainly enjoyed a great pre-season. Still to come on the Crow Show, Alana shows us how players love getting tough off the field and the culinary quirks of being an AFL footballer.
Welcome back. As elite sportsmen, Crows players follow a familiar daily routine based on high performance and strict discipline. But what happens when they are taken out of their comfort zone and asked to exercise different skills? Thanks to our major sponsor Toyota, we put them behind the wheel of the unbreakable Hilux and through a challenging four-wheel drive course at Saunders Gorge outside Adelaide. First up, popular clubman Andy Otten.
You all right, eh? Yes. Hold on, mate. Hopefully this is a bit more resilient than your body. Otherwise we won't be, if it isn't, we might not get over the first year. Launching off the logs. We can pick that bit up later. That's all right, mate. We'll get the bumper bar later. Oh, that's all right, mate. We didn't need that side mirror. Up in the sky. You level there. Just level straighten her up and you're ready to go. Well played,
That was brilliant, loved it. Never done anything like that before, and I actually really enjoyed it. It was good fun. That last hill, you come and trying to get the nose down, and she's straight down, I tell you that. It was holding on. It's like that roller coaster ride feeling you get, honestly. They never had that in the car before, though. It was great. It was unreal, it does everything itself. You're on two wheels and then flipping back over. Absolute joy to drive.
We're keeping a weekly scorecard of each player's run, and at season's end, we'll be able to find out who's the best off-roader. Well, last year, Taylor Walker was voted by his peers as the best skipper in the AFL. So, how does he take his captaincy to a new level in 2017, and what are his goals as he heads a new leadership group comprising Rory Sloane, Scott Thompson, Daniel Talia, Tom Lynch and Eddie Betts?
We look at the year just being 2016, 16 wins. Most of the time would get you top four, but we weren't to be. It just goes to show how even the competition is. We've seen some guys coming over the JLT series, and guys like Hugh Greenwood, Troy Menzel's come in. He's got his body in a great position to be able to play at AFL level and play four quarters consistently. So. There's guys that will float through. Obviously, you look at the Western Bulldogs mould, you tend to always look at the premiership team that won it and how they went about it. They've got a lot of flexibility through their midfield, through their wings, forward and back as well. Tom Lynch and Eddie Betts are two new additions to our leadership group. They always bring a bit of fun. They quite enjoy playing football, as we all do. They obviously bring different views and opinions from different angles. Both very experienced players. Building relationships is number one. Being able to understand different sorts of characters and the way they tick, that's number one and key to having a successful leadership role. It's pretty humbling to be able to be voted on by your peers as AFLPA best captain of the year. It's you look back 3 or 4 years when Phil asked me to be captain, when I was pretty reluctant to take the role, but quietly really enjoyed the last 3 or 4 years and continue on doing what I've been doing.
The skipper, he's gone long and strong.
Can't wait. We started early December, so it's a lot of hard sessions, long sessions. When you're outside, walk around town, your supporters are super pumped as we are as well. So looking forward to a great season ahead, and hopefully we can continue improving as a footy club and get a little bit better than we did last year.
In that Best Captains Award, Walker finished ahead of the Saints' Nick Riewoldt and the Giants' Callum Ward. Now, players are reminded constantly of the need to follow a strict diet. Each week, with the help of Thomas Foods, we'll find out just how much they really know about nutrition and healthy food. So, we asked Tom Lynch to test Daniel Talia.
So we're here at Harris Gas with one of the Crows' favourite sponsors, Thomas Farms Kitchen. During the week, this is one of the meals I like to cook up, so I'm going to keep this pretty quiet from Daniel Talia because you're going to try and guess what it is. But we've got the lamb rump with the spicy chickpea salad. So I'm not sure he's going to guess it. Oh, look at me, look at me. Oh, what a chef. About to open up my first cooking show as well. What's the show called? Tom Oliver. Probably ready to go. Chickpeas are on. Got some chilli, some red onion, garlic, and some ginger. So we got some cherry tomatoes and some spring onions. How much spinach? That much. This will be on my show. This will be on the first edition of Tom Oliver. I cooked that. Just me. Time to get the blindfold on him.
Here's the chair.
There it is. There's the chair.
It smells good.
I cooked it.
Very good. Bit of meat on there.
How do you know that?
Because I can smell it.
Oh, hang on. No, that's a spoon. We're not having dessert just yet. Just, we don't want to ruin the crow's polo.
Still on the fork?
Yeah, you got the meat on there. What type of meat is it?
It's delicious, Tommy. You cooked it well.
That's not a type of meat.
I reckon that's lamb. You sure you cooked this?
Yeah, open up.
I can definitely taste the cherry tomato.
Right.
Is that right?
Yep.
A bit of onion there. We've got some broad beans in there. Or chickpeas. Broad beans
Well
and
done.
chickpeas.
Yep.
One of them?
Yeah,
Which one?
chickpeas. You got it right. You win.
Nailed it. Absolutely nailed
1 to Talia, 0 to Lynch.
After the break, the first in a new series discovering where former players are now. And ready to repay the Crows' faith, Kurtley Hampton, injury-free at last.
Crows fans could have been excused last year for forgetting the name of one of their most promising recruits from the 2015 trade. Kurtley Hampton joined the club from the GWS Giants with high expectations of breaking into the senior side, but a foot injury meant he didn't play a single AFL game. Now, with a solid pre-season under his belt, he's ready to make his mark.
First goal was to get through every session of pre-season, so that's been really good, and just be out there, get to know my teammates a bit more as well, build relationships, something that I've been trying to work on. It's been pretty frustrating the last few years, especially last year, moving over from Sydney to here. Had high expectations and really wanted to get to the club and prove myself straight away to all my teammates and the coaches, but just it was one injury after another. Everyone was pretty helpful, but if I had to pick out a few people, it'd probably be Eddie Betts. Eddie Betts been really good, and his wife Anna. Pyke has been awesome as well for me. Had a couple real deep conversations with him last year. Some weren't, all that good. I was on the end of a few things that Pyke wanted me to, fix up. One being, see the talent that I had. He just really wanted me to come back in good shape. And he just said, if you look after yourself, I'll give you opportunity to train in the midfield.
But away goes Hampton. Has he got the pace through the middle? He's got the pace and the awareness.
It'd be a bit weird playing against some of them boys. I was there for a long time, 5 years, made some real close mates. But I'm a Crow now. I'll be doing everything I can to help the team get the win.
Let's hope he stays injury-free. Now, more than 200 players have pulled on a Crows Guernsey in the club's history, but we're curious to find out what's become of many of the guys who gave fans so much pleasure, just like Eddie Hocking did during one memorable season.
After an absence of 24 years, Eddie Hocking has returned to the club where he was a crowd favourite during his brief AFL career. He was the Crows' first Indigenous player in the inaugural season back in 1991 and vividly recalls that historic round one game.
The atmosphere was exciting. It was electric. Just 55,000 people of Crow supporters certainly gave us a lift. And to win, to play so well and to win, have a pretty good win.
Handballs it away. Here goes Maynard into the open goal. It's another one of the Crows.
Eddie remains the shortest player to ever wear the Crows colours. Not that stopped him from going for the big grab. And despite his size, he was never intimidated, as Collingwood ruckman Charlie Manson found out.
Being brought up by uncles and older brothers and stuff like that, you sort of learn to stick up for yourself. And sort of that night I thought, well, I wasn't going to sort of take a backward step, and I thought I'd sort of give him a bit of a touch on the chin, and history has it that a bit of claret came out of the nose.
After just 11 games, Eddie Hocking was released by the Crows at the end of the 92 season. Now, the opportunity to help a new generation of Indigenous youngsters has drawn him back to West Lakes to work alongside his mate Andrew McLeod on the Ready Set Crows program.
We sort of mentor and support students that come from the APY lands and from the far west coast to support them and mentor with their schooling. It's really rewarding and seeing a lot of kids that succeed at school.
Still playing occasionally at 47, Eddie certainly hasn't lost it.
Oh, there it is. He's done it. We came to see it. Eddie Hocking has delivered, and we can all go home happy.
Eddie certainly had a unique talent. Stay with us, we still have to find our face in the crowd, and we'll revisit some of the highlights from the Crows women's season.
Social media is an ever-increasing part of our lives, and joining the Crows on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram will ensure you get exclusive insights and breaking news every day. Each week on the show, we are going to take a quick look at some of the highlights, not just on the club's accounts, but across the different platforms when it comes to footy. First up, we found this one from national cricket coach and proud Crows ambassador, Darren Lehman. The Aussies are locked in a tough test series over in India, and Buff is carting around his own reminder of home, an official Crows footy. As you can see by the special logo on the ball, that can only have come straight from the property steward's room at West Lakes. And it seems the footy world just can't get enough of our high-flying forward of yesteryear, Tony Modra. The short video showing 48 of his best marks, released to celebrate his recent 48th birthday, went viral. Mods certainly knows how to pull a crowd. And once again this year, we're looking for a Crows face in the crowd. So from the last JLT Community Series game at Noarlunga, let's zero in on you. If you recognise yourself, contact the club via email before 5 p.m. next Wednesday. Be ready with some photo ID and you'll receive a merchandise pack. Now, before we go, let's take a look at some of the memorable moments from the Crows women's team in their inaugural season.
She fires off that handball to Gibson, who's got speed to burn for right on 50. She nails it.
Stayed in. Stays in. McCormick. Oh, what a goal by McCormick. Looks for a target inside 50. Phillips flew high. Here's Perkins. Gets the ground. Bouncing ball. It's a goal. It's a goal.
She's given it off here to Phillips, who doesn't mind bombing them from 50. It's an open goal square. Oh, Erin Phillips has done it again.
Terrific work, girls. What a first season it's been.
Yes, some great highlights there. Well, that just about wraps up our first show for the year, thanks to Chemist Warehouse.
Don't forget you can catch up with all the latest news on the club's website, afc.com.au, as well as the social media platforms.
We look forward to your company each week on 7 as we fly as one.
Bye for now.
Bye.